One of my most favourite TVs from 2020 was the Sony XH90 or the X900H, depending on where in the world you live. But is this TV still relevant in 2021? It's probably going to be another couple of months before the 2021 version comes out, and the price that this is now available for is quite breathtaking. So let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. As always, for full disclosure, we paid full retail value for this TV. We're not being asked to say anything good or bad about it. It does help our channel if you wouldn't mind just giving us a thumbs up for fully independent reviews. Thank you so much, my friends. Right, I paid the price of £1,299 for this TV in July 2020, and now I can get the same TV for £769. That is a huge saving. In fact, you can get an 85-inch version of this TV now for £2,399. Just insane. And it's a similar type of discount in the US as well. I will leave my latest links in the description. Now, just to make everything really confusing, there are also some extra model numbers that you need to be aware of. The XH95 or the X950H, depending on where you're located, is the exact same TV apart from a few very subtle differences. There is no HDMI 2.1, so you're not going to get those faster refresh rates with the new games consoles like the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. Now, it does have, though, better brightness, both in SDR and HDR content. Some people have said that there's better viewing angles as well, which I've not really noticed any different, and I'll show you the viewing angles on the X900H a little later in this video. So this TV is probably more designed if you're more into films and less into gaming, if HDR content is more what you're going to go for. But again, the X900H doesn't do a bad job. There is also a couple of other different models, and this is based on the stand. You have got flexibility now on some of the newer models that you can change the stand position. Right, let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to mention is about that gaming, because this is something why people may go for the X900H or the X90H. This is going to be for the faster refresh rates on the newer consoles like the PS5. So this XH90 or X900H has the two 2.1 HDMI ports. This is going to support the consoles like the PS5, Xbox One Series X, and also high-end gaming PCs. Now for me the choice is very easy. If you haven't got one of those consoles or PCs and you're not particularly a gamer and you don't see yourself getting one, well then definitely head for the XH95 or the X950H. But if you are a gamer and you think refresh rates are going to be important to you, well then this is the model that you probably want to choose. Now, I did a video last year comparing this TV to my LG C10 OLED, and the title was something like "It shouldn't be this close," and I still think that today. And I've just picked up the LG C1 2021 OLED, and I've been playing this exact game and also Outriders on that, and I was surprised again how similar this performs to the LG OLED. You know, the black levels on this TV are just absolutely stunning, and this is something, as this scene will probably demonstrate to you. And I've just been saying and reading other people that have said exactly the same about this TV. They can't believe how good the black levels are for a non-OLED TV. So that's something for you to bear in mind when you're considering it. But the price point of this TV now makes this just so attractive. It is just a great buy, and this now is coming in hundreds of pounds and hundreds of dollars less than the latest OLEDs, and that is definitely an attractive option. And what do you think about this TV picture? This is just standard HD, and I think it's doing an incredible job. So the other model Sony is supposed to have better viewing angles, but I couldn't really see that this had any problem at all. When we go slightly off center like this, there is no issue, and even when we're coming right round, you can see you're not getting any dimming at all in the picture. It stays consistent, it's very bright, and if we go around even more and more and more, it does exactly the same. It is brilliant, and it really surprised me how good this did. Okay, so while we're right round this side, let me show you the thickness of this TV. So this is a couple of inches thick. It's not the thinnest TV in the world, but if you're going to have it on a wall, it's not offensive. It doesn't stick out too far. And on my stand here, I think it looks absolutely fine. Another thing that impressed me and still impresses me these 8 or 9 months later is DSEE and banding. This TV shows absolutely no sign of dirty screen effect. Well, maybe just a slight touch in the absolute extreme corners, which to be honest with you, most LCD TVs do. But everywhere else it is completely uniform with no issues at all, unlike a TV that I reviewed recently, which you may have seen. This being a Sony TV runs Android TV, which is one of my favourite operating systems. You can install far more than what you can do on an LG or a Samsung. However, they are changing it this year and they're switching over to Google TV, which isn't a major difference. Well, it's a little bit major, but we'll see how the differences are when we get hold of the newer model this year. But you can certainly do an awful lot with this TV. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that this is slightly duller. The X900H or the XH90 is slightly duller than the XH95 when it comes to HDR and SDR content. But what I found is the fact that this deals with and supports Dolby Vision. If you set the TV to Dolby Vision Bright or Dolby Vision Dark, depending on what room setting you're in, then it seems to compensate very well. I have 3 TVs which I watch regularly in my house. This one, the Samsung Q90T, and also the LG C10, which I've now replaced with the newer 2021 C1. And I don't really notice this being that much darker than the Samsung. It's certainly a bit brighter than the LG C10, and as you would expect with an OLED, that is a little bit darker again, but I didn't have any problems with this one at all. So overall, I loved the design of this TV. I thought the wide stand looked really good. I believe that there is a newer version, I think it's the X950H, which now has an adjustable stand, so you've got 2 options for different positions. So overall, my friends, in 2021, this is still going to be a great TV. And with the massive saving that you can get, and potentially you can buy a massive size for similar money to what you can buy one of the flagships for nowadays in the 2021 market, well, this is really compelling choice. It's definitely one that I would consider because right across the board, I've not met anyone that's had this TV or the 950H or the XH95, whatever way you want to call it, and not been completely delighted with it. So don't discount this. It's around £750 starting price for the 55-inch version in the UK. I think it's around $999 in the US, but you're getting an absolutely incredible TV for that money. So the things overall I think that you're going to love. Obviously on the 900 or the 90, it's the gameplay on the 4K at 120Hz, having that faster refresh rate. That's a big factor. The way that this TV does upscaling is also superb. You're going to be very, very impressed with that. And as these shots are showing you, the way it deals with the black levels, I think is just incredible for the money that you're spending on this TV. So overall, my friends, it's a great choice still in 2021. I'll leave my links in the description. If you do want to check those out, then great. It does also help the channel. Thank you so much. If this has been useful and it's given you some thought, then do give us a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, then please do hit that red button. I really look forward to seeing you on the next review.